the general. It's time for independence.
Hello, Liberia, and to everyone listening across the world. This is not just an auto conversation, this is a movement of thought. Welcome to Independent Minds for a Better Liberia, the platform where truth is not filtered, where ideas are challenged, and where the future of our nation is discussed with courage and clarity. Here we do not echo the crowd, we question it. We don't fear power, we confront it. And we do not accept silence, we break it. I'm your host, Monel Kishen, aka The General. Stay with us as we speak boldly, think freely, and work together for a better Liberia. Because change begins with an independent mind. Do you have an independent mind? Let's find out.
For a better Liberia. Independent mind. Let the people speak. Independent mind.
This is our show. The Independent Minds, you're listening, is for you and myself. It's for we, the ordinary people. We tired for these people fooling us. We tired. Come 2029, we will decide for Liberia. They need us more than we need them. Your vote and my vote are very powerful, so we should think out of the box. We shouldn't allow them to fool us. Anytime you want to come on the show, anything you want to say, the only thing don't cost. It is free. You're free to come on the show to say whatever you want to say. This is your show. It's for the ordinary people. It's not for the big shots, because they're sitting down, they're enjoying themselves. So this time we got to educate each other. I will learn from you and you will learn from me. And at the end of the day, we'll have a good Liberia that your children and my children, the woman in the market, the people who trying to send a child to school, will be able to do it. We will try our best. We will bring good government to make sure they create job for us. Our children will not be all over the street. So this is the independent mind. Whether you support CDC, UP, ANC, CMC, you have your own mind, your own thinking. Do not allow politicians to use you. Think for yourself before you cast your vote. We're tired with this two-party. This is General. Let's start the show. Okay, good morning. Good morning, Tuzon.
Yeah, good morning, General. Welcome to the platform. How is your end?
Well, I'm okay. Today is Sunday. We had a long day yesterday. Buried one of our friends.
All right.
And his name is not Josh, but thank God everything went good.
Okay.
And Lyrians were all over this. That's what we do. When it comes to togetherness, we try our best. We rally around a bereaved family. And everything was fine. Sorry for my voice. It's not an easy thing to be out. But welcome, guys. Today is Sunday. This is the Independent Minds for Liberia. And wherever you are, I want to be part of the show. And this is your show. This is the show. This show is for the ordinary Liberians who want to make the change, who want to make the difference. So I hope that you participate. And today is Sunday. And I hope some of you guys are on your way to church. And never forget to believe in God and pray and do the best thing. My favorite Bible verse is Matthew 5:8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. If you get a very good heart, you will see God. There are people who don't go to church, but because they are good, they are nice people. That's why things are okay with them all the time, because they are good people. For some of us who think that they will just fall from heaven, no, they don't work that way. So always be good to your friends, especially in Liberia. Gone are the days where before sometimes your mom will send you to the next neighbor house, and your mom will say, go and ask for salt. They will give it to you. But nowadays, you go to the neighbor and ask for salt, there's no salt. Now you can't even find plum under the tree anymore. The Oma said, I will take the plum out and pick up the plum in the night when it drop. They make sure they pick up that plum before they break. So nothing is free in Liberia. We don't help each other. I don't know, for some reason, it's hard. Now the people saying that in Liberia is all receiving, but they don't give back. They want to receive from people who they think in their minds have it, but that is not a fair game. You got to give. They say hand go, hand come. The hand I can come by a second-handed hand. So when I give you, you give me. When you ask me for 5 listen, when somebody come and send me small pepper too. When the last time you send pepper for your people in America, or when the last time you send Benny C or Bitter Ball, say, oh, this person always doing this for me, so let me just send small thing for them too. No, you always want to receive. On your birthday, you want to receive. Children birthday, you want to receive. Liberia Independence Day, you want to receive. Which one you want now? Christmas, you want it. New Year, you want it. Armed Forces Day, you want it. But what you want, you're giving us, ourselves. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. I'm not saying that you're a beggar, but why you should always want to receive and you can give back. Today is Sunday. Yeah, even the pastors, they want to receive, but they don't want to give back. They talk about prosperity. Oh, sow seed, sow seed. You see your members suffering, can't even find food. You still want to scrape the last dollar out of them. Sow seed. But then you see the pastor in Mercedes Benz, you see with big washing his hands while the people are suffering, but he said they must sow seed. That's a good thing. You got to believe in God. You got to know God for yourself. Don't the pastor will not take you to heaven. You yourself will take yourself to heaven unless you don't believe there's heaven. The pastor, I'm telling you, will never take you to heaven. You're supposed to be able to pray for yourself. Yes, they can pray for you, but you're supposed to be able to pray for yourself and do things the right way. And for those of you who are listening to us, we want you to participate. There are a lot of things going on in Liberia today that we have not seen. And to the oppositions, we have to be very, very careful. We got to be very careful. 2029 is around the corner. 2029 is around the corner. Thank God we are live on Top FM in Zwedru and Grand Jide County. Good morning, Mr. Kroma. You can hear me? You can hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know whether you can hear me too.
Loud and clear. That will get to you. Loud and clear. That will get to you. So how's your era? How's Grand Jide? How's Georgia? How the people treating you there, or how you treating them?
Grand Jide is a beautiful place. Always beautiful. The place is peaceful, and we are here, my brother. We can't complain.
That's good. Nobody will listen. Nobody will listen. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry for my voice this morning. For those of you who listening to us in Grand Jide, for those of you who listening to us in Grand Jide, in Zwedru, you want to mute yourself. You want to mute yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to stream from my end as well.
Oh, okay.
You know, my system is set in such a way that I can easily stream from my side.
All right, that's
so
good.
Right now, if you look on the Top FM page, you will see me, or you see Top FM screening. And at this time, you can even just click to put the number on the screen, like you've done already.
All right, that's good. Thank you very much. That's good. Thank you very much. All right, just what I was saying. And if you listen to us today, is Sunday. And I know some of you guys in Grand Jide and in Zwedru, they're trying to go to church and trying to do the best you can. And I just want to admonish you. Do not stop doing what you're supposed to do as a citizen. And I'd say it again, my favorite Bible verse is Matthew 5:8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. If you get a very good heart, you will see God. That's what the Bible says, unless you're not a believer. But if your heart is not pure, you will not see God. What it means, you have not seen God before in your life. No man have seen God. The same only Moses came close to see him. But your fellow man, God created us in his image and likeness. But you hate your fellow man. If you can hate your fellow man, then who are you? That means your heart is not pure. You don't have a good heart. No one has a pure heart. Every one of us here, we have a problem. We fall short of the glory of God. We do things that are always wrong, but you will always remember you have to repent for what you do. And remember, do not take away things that you yourself know you cannot even create, like the life of any human. So we must love our neighbors. We must go back to the old time where you must share. But it's not an easy thing in Liberia, sharing in Liberia. It's hard for people to share in Liberia. Everybody they want to take. And, we agree that the people that have more should give more. That's the fact. That is nothing but you cannot continue to ask. Even your people in America, every day you ask for, when we have New Year's Eve, you won't give. New Year Day, you won't give. Christmas, you won't give. Thanksgiving Day, you won't give. Armed Forces Day, you won't give. JJ birthday, you won't give. On your own birthday, you won't give. What are you giving back to? What are you giving back? Who told you the rich man can take gift? Sometimes it's good to surprise your people that are giving you all the time and they will respect you. But I'm just saying it because the Liberia that we knew yesterday is not the same Liberia today, where your mom will send you to Ma Teresa place to go take salt or pepper, or even go and ask for fetch. But this time, nope, they will not share with you. The country is so divided in everything. Things are hard. Let's talk little politics. This is your show. This is the place you can come in and you express yourself. To the opposition, yesterday UP was in the opposition. Today UP is in the driver's seat. CDC is in the opposition. We must put our act together if we want to change Liberia. The oppositions, you must bring the best. If you don't bring your best, I will tell you, you're not going to remove UP. If we cannot bring our best, if we are so selfish, because what I noticed in our Liberian setting, even in the great United States, when Liberians gather, if it's not me, it can be you. The man with a PhD thinks that he's better than the man with master's degree. The man with a master's degree thinks he's better than the man that got BSc. But leadership is something that God gave you. I'm telling you, leadership starts from home. The way you live your life. If you force it on people because of popularity, you're not going to get what you want. Yeah. Some people choose to pretend as if not everyone are leaders. Not everyone. Some people, they have that leadership ability and they make it easy. One, Madam Service was a very good leader. Despite all the things that are happening, she knows how to slow things down. She will tell people, oh, the person is demonstrating, let them demonstrate. Oh, this one happening, let them do it. Just be careful and be on the right side. But when men are in power, it's totally different than a woman, because we all saw a woman in power. If Madam Salif was going to listen to some of her advisors or security, there was going to be a chaos in Liberia. Yes, there was going to be a chaos. President Weah came to power. We saw some of the things that happened. Mr. Bwaka is in power. We see some of the things that are happening. When we read it, oh, let the law play its own. When President Weah came to power, right in our eyes, Kabila Janet was impeached. And nobody can give you the reason why he was impeached. When we asked some of them, they said it was political, especially a Carrot Gray. He said it was political. Liberians, I'm not going to advocate for lawmakers that people remove among themselves. They all do the same thing. Politics. Now, Yeke is removed. Yeah, Yeke is out. They say why he's being removed. Not today or nobody know. We only heard they say treason, treason, treason. But can Yeke come back? That's the question. Because when they remove you, you have your right. You can still contest. You can go back. But I might be wrong or right. Let me be honest with you. It could be right or wrong, but let me play the devil advocate. Let me say something to us that maybe might happen. And people are now looking at it. Yeke coming back as representative is a hard thing. It's very, very hard. It's very, very hard. Yes, he can contest. But if they put that charge on Yeke that he was removed for treason and the police go after him and he's arrested and send him to court, can Yeke contest? Because everybody who goes to through election commission, everybody who will go through election commission, they need a police clearance. And if you are charged for treason, I don't know if you can have a police clearance. There are a lot of people today in Liberia who in our house could not supposed to be there because they have some record that we know about. But Liberia is a place where you can do anything and go to get police clearance, and you can get away. You can even go to the place you can get a police clearance in no time. Everyone that going through election commission must have a police clearance. That means you clear of all the crimes. That means you have no crime. Now, when they put the treason on Yeke, the police will not give him. Yeke will go to court because he needs his clearance. Yeke might be pushed around in court. He can be pushed all over the place. The police can say, well, you gotta bring people from the court that you are clear. At the end of the day, there will be no time for Yeke to contest, and it will be out. I'm just saying it. So sometimes you got to be smart to look at the big game. Look at the picture. Don't just look ahead of you. Look beyond. So this is what came to my mind. Do you think that Yeke can come back as a certain representative? Do you think so? Because that's the government. Yes, George, we had never did it to him. The CDC time, Yeke was arrested. Yeke was subdued in the street. He was pulled over. You know, all these things, when you're doing things, they come back to haunt you. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes. I am not here to advocate for any lawmaker. Let me be honest with you. Because they do not advocate for us. Sometimes we must be very respectful in making our case. We got to be very, very respectful. Especially if you are in a position. One little word can change things around. One little word. This thing is happening. Sometimes you have a very good message, but when you add profanity to your message, it don't sell well. Giving your message and using insults on the message, the only thing like people do, they watch you, they listen to you, they say, I like the way the guy can do the thing here. But what you got from that message, there's something good in the message. Even the Prophet Keith, when he's speaking, there's something, but the insult killed the message and nobody want to listen. Even Yeke Kolba, his message is clean. You can take your time and give your message without insulting. Look, insult is not a crime. It's not a crime. But it is wrong for the public to continue to listen to you insulting. I might not vote for Mr. Bwaka, but it makes no sense. Maybe that's why some of us, when people watching the show, you don't find a lot of people for because, oh, they want us to come on here and curse people. No, we're not going to do that. That's not a country we find ourselves in. That's not. I see people calling. Oh, they remove you. I can call you back. What you say, what you did that. Listen, the people got the rules. They can play the rules on you if they want to. There are rules in there that they can use on you when they want to remove you. Can the Supreme Court reinstate Yeke? I don't know. 3 branches of government that we have. 3 branches of government. So my only thing is that it's just an advice. Removing Yeke will change anything in Liberia. Will create jobs. Will give you good health care. So you see, everybody shows the power. I listened to the deputy speaker that he will show Yeke and he will treat Yeke the way he wants. You know, everybody make reckless statement in that country. Reckless statement. But Liberians, that's the country we find ourselves in. The law, you might not like the law, but when they're ready to apply that law on you, they catch you. You think Yeke will come back? We'll open the phone line and ask. Especially those of you that are in District 10. Let's hear from you. Don't be emotional. Do you think Yeke will remove legally? Do you think what they're removing Yeke for is warrant? It's okay? When Yeke said that the land was for Guinea, there are so many people that made statement on this land, the whole land issue. My only thing on the land business, on the whole Guinea business, why up to now, we have not laid any complaint to UN, the African Union, ECOWAS, or Mana River, that Guinea is on our land. I mean, all are asking, because the president said we should bear patient. I don't think Liberia is going to war. We will not fight Guinea. Guinea will not fight us. It take us 100 years. If that land for Liberia, we will get it. We have so many things to talk about. Our people need jobs. Our people need good health care. Our people need to start farming. We need to make money. We need to create that job. Everybody will stop the too much stocking. We need to create things for our children, our youth. People graduate now. Children come to go back to take their WAEC. Children are in school. That's what we need to be talking about. My only thing is that I saw the president. He went to Guinea. I saw the Guinean president, the president of the Republic of Liberia, the president of Sierra Leone, and I think Ivory Coast. The next day, we heard that Guinea government sent more troops to the border. What happened in Guinea, I don't know. Because if that anything, we will complain to United Nations and say, please tell Guinea our land. Guinea, please leave our land. Then we'll send a letter again to the African Union and say, Guinea, continue to provoke us. They cross over and they put the flag down. If they don't answer, we'll go to ECOWAS and say, this is what's going on. We are members of ECOWAS, founding member too. This is what's going on. Guinea is on our land. Please tell them to move. Then from there, the Mana Union will come in and say they will go back to them again. So we got so many channels to complain. But so let us face the fact and listen. Why it's not happening, we don't know. So please, Liberians, do not be afraid. Guinea will never attack us. I believe they will not. And we ourselves will not attack. Yes, we can be on a position, or we can take position and say, okay, we will have to, to play safe. So let us stop provoking each other. Oh, Guinea want to do this. Guinea soldier will do this. Oh, Liberia get 2.5 soldiers. Oh, Liberia get only 2,005. Liberia doing this. Sometimes it's good to like the country. And say, it's a patriotic thing to believe in your country, but don't believe in your country so much when you know your country is lazy. And that football game, our national team can be so fishy. We still believe that our national team can beat Brazil because we got it in our mind instead of performing it. Oh, our national team, we can beat Morocco. Yeah, Now we will say we try. So we'll open the line, and I'm saying it again. The whole Yeke thing, I'm not here to advocate for Yeke. And no lawmaker will advocate for, because they're the Senate advocating for us. When they cause a problem, they will solve it right in the house. Yes, Yeke can come back, he can contest. But will Yeke come back? That thing will do that, we're joking. Because our war that they want put on Yeke, they say treason. You can go and define treason any kind of way. Your country fighting another country, and you giving information. You doing things different that will damage your country. Now, when they put treason on Yeke, Yeke got to go to court. The police going to charge him, he will go to court. While you in court, that case will stay long. In 90 days, from 1 to 60, I think 1 to 60 days, they got to find new representative. By the time Yeke start running behind police clearance, that time pass. And when the time pass, Yeke will not contest. Yeke will go to court. Yeke will go to this place. He will not contest. At the end of the day, so you who there yelling, we got too many lawyers on the sideline that don't think out of the box. That is my saying. I just saying things. I hope it don't happen. I hope your Yeke lawyers will be very rigid. They will be strong enough. So we'll open the phone line. You think, especially District 10, you are prepared to bring Yeke back? Will you vote for Yeke? Or are you yourself tired with Yeke? Yeke and your representative, he was there for about 2 terms or 3 terms. He won. He had a good chunk of the vote. Everybody yet love Yeke. But my problem, that cost I myself, I can't stand it. Because if you, the parent in the house, you don't respect yourself, every day you using all kinds of words, the children will follow it. You look at Facebook today, you see Liberian women, Liberian men cursing. Sometimes you get good thing to say. This thing that you're saying is so good, but you will see them behind you. When you open your mouth, you go see 1,200, 2,000 Liberian watching one man cursing. So let's open the line and share. Let's hear from let's hear from the people, or what your take, because the whole thing, I'm not advocating for Yeke, and I say that I'm a responsibility. I don't care how people feel about it, but the fact is that you think Yeke can come back as representative. Let me hear from you, Sheikh. We'll open the lines for our people.
Right? And give you my own perspective on that, and I open the phone lines this morning. You know, the power to expel, according to Article 38, each of the legislative, that means the legislature, the Senate, and the House of Representatives has the authority to expel member for cause within 2/3 majority vote. Now, expulsion removes the person from their current seat. It creates a vacancy that must be filled by a by-election within 90 days, according to Article 37. So what are the eligibility to contest again? Expulsion from the legislature is a disciplinary action by that specific body. It is not an automatic life ban from politics. Now, to be barred from running again, a person must fill the eligibility requirement set in the Constitution or the new election law. A person in general is eligible to run if they are a Liberian citizen, meet the age requirement for 25 years, for representative and 30 years for Senate, have not been judicially declared incompetent or unsound mind. Let's get that clear. Judicially declared incompetent. Now, crucially, have not been specifically disqualified from holding public office by the court of law or through the impeachment process. There is a difference between expulsion and impeachment that you can find in Article 43 and 44. And this is where the distinction is very much vital. Expulsion is a legislative discipline. If the House simply vote to kick a member out for misbehavior or cause under Article 38, they are free to go back to the voter and ask for their mandate again. The law views the voter as the ultimate judge of whether that person should return. Impeachment is a legal bar. Under Article 44, a person is impeached and convicted. The judgment can extend to disqualification to hold public office in the republic. If this specific penalty is applied, they cannot run again. So Yake Koluba was expelled. He wasn't impeached. Now, can they win and go back in office? Yes. If the National Election Commission clears them to contest because there is no legal bar on their eligibility and the people of the district vote for them, they can re-elect that particular person to go back to office. In a simple terms, the legislature can kick a member out of their club, but they cannot stop the people from voting that person back in unless the court or impeachment trial has officially stopped them of their right to hold office. Let's get this clear. Because we follow governance and right closely, we will find interest in the Supreme Court often intervening for a due process, mentioned in Article 38. And following an expulsion, if the person wasn't given a fair hearing, the court can actually nullify the expulsion before the by-election can even take place, if they were not given a due process. Don't forget, the court also, I don't know who received that communication, but the court also put a stay order prior to that particular, process. Where is Tuzon? I think when Tuzon is off, then we're having problem from the Monserrato side to listen. All right. Thank God, Tuzon is back. So, Yeke can still go back. Yeke can contest in the by-election. Like I said, do not forget, the court has previously put a stay order on this particular thing to have a hearing. So if the due process was not given, who are you turning Yeke over to? Yeke will be turned over to the what? The Ministry of Justice. Can the Ministry of Justice do prosecution without the judiciary? So if the judiciary also wasn't respected in that process, the judiciary find it very difficult to proceed with any, investigation into the matter, owing the fact that their stay order wasn't respected, and because we all say, look, they are separate houses, they can take their own decision. So expelling Yeke does not automatically mean that Yeke cannot go back. So why are they expelling Yeke for? Tourism? Did the statement Yeke made in any way have the propensity to declare war? Liberia and Guinea, they are not into war. The president is handling the issue diplomatically. If there had been a declaration of war, then that's different thing. But it's border, the people talking about, people still using the border going, coming back. Are they not using the border going and coming back? You have this peaceful movement. People move from here to Ivory Coast. People move from Ivory Coast to Guinea. People move from Liberia to Guinea. And they're going in and out to making sure that everything is okay. So are we in war? So for the disciplinary action that the horse took as an individual, I've always said it in my mind and to one or two other persons, because I read the horse standing rule. The horse has a rule and regulation for their people to follow. Now, most times in section for God in heaven's sake, that's not only a Yeke. Before, you have Solomon George, the late, who would stand in our house and insult heaven. I remember sometimes back, he was insulting Akara's great mother, and they jumped into that particular thing. Akara's great will wake up and say some crazy things. Not only them, there are others who've been, having. So even when we are watching this process, we are afraid to share it with our children to see the proceedings going on. Because these are people we expect to be fathers, we expect to be mothers. Those kind of places, when people go there, they make decisions for our country. Now, if people are standing in the middle of that place and raising insult at leaders, if your kids is watching it, what do you expect for that kid to become? Apparently, he knows that not only in the home or in the street that people insult, but even at the higher office in the country, the third higher office in the country, people go there to insult. So they absolutely weren't wrong to have taken a decision if those things were embedded into it. That, Yeke will be causing, in section, he will turn the section upside down. I know it's a political area. Everybody will not, follow the same way. People will argue. Because if you argue, how do you show your point going on the table for people to listen? Argument and breaking insult into it. That's where, for me, I had some problems. So if this is a disciplinary action for him being banned, or not being banned, but to be expelled, Yeke can still go back and win election and get in office. Now, if he doesn't contest in the by-election, do not forget, and I will advise Yeke not to contest. If there will be a by-election call, he shouldn't contest in that by-election. Because if he do contest in that by-election, there will still be noise. Relax yourself, Yeke. Wait for 2029. Just be in the corner, be in the public space, saying what you're supposed to say with caution. So that 2029 will not allow you to go before the court for saying things you're not supposed to say. You are no longer a legislator. Right now, you are almost like a single and an ordinary Liberian who does not have that kind of position that you had before. So even if you go back to the political side for which you always been in, as an opposition man, you will say all these things and people know that you are from the opposition background. But in as much as you are carrying on your argument, try to making sure that you safeguard your saying so that it becomes more mature than being aggressive and insultive. And people will look at it and say, look, I mean, this guy is the kind of different. This guy is just different. I mean, even though he's still critical, but the way in which he's now being critical is being one way or the other changed. he has digressed from being very much insulted and being very much diplomatic, even though he's very argumentative in your process, but you now find people following you in that kind of way. So if I were to advise Yeke, don't run for by-elections. If there will be a proceeding challenge in the court, and you have to go in the court to challenge, whether the due process you want to challenge it, no problem with that. So, I mean, we can open the phone lines if we can. The numbers to put your calls on is 0881 1435 04, 0776 105 105. If you are out there and listening, 0881 1435 04, 0776 105 105. To the line, hello.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Leroy, and I call from Broadville. This is 17.
District number 17, Broadville. Let's hear you.
Okay, I've been monitoring the radio and listening to the discussion ongoing. Then the topic. My brother, do you think that the situation ongoing with that of the Guinea border, do you think that the government is proceeding the right way in terms of holding secret that information that's supposed to be of the public and leaving the citizens in doubt? What people are still leaving their homes, telling that the people are coming. The soldiers that keep invading their homes, and because of the serious tension, they are fleeing away. It's not making sense. If something happens, let it be, brought to the public. Let people know what they're saying in terms of their safety. But you can't keep the citizens in doubt. We're doing diplomatic. That is the process you went to do. You came back and people keep responding. It making no sense. So Jagger was right to say what he's supposed to say. Jagger was not the only person that said it. Even Kula Fofana even wrote. She was the first person to address that issue. She wrote on her Facebook, her official Facebook page, saying that the land belongs to Guinea. And people had to respond to her, and she took it down. She didn't respond to the thing. Fulani security. She said the security group being existing. And for how many years of security group being existing, then they does not have the legal permit in the security sector. Only you can call about it looking at, because is the main point, the focus point.
Thank you.
This
brother.
is not the government that we expected, and they are not proceeding the right way.
Thank you. This pressing. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay.
My name is Richard Barish. I call you from a resident this morning at JJY.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to say that the brother that just left the line is so disappointing that we as a nation here will be educated and will be speaking to issue of this kind in the manner in which he spoke.
Mm.
The reason why government is not overemphasizing it is Liberia for 14 years war, and many of the people are still traumatized in this country. We know what we call war. Some of us that were living, that went through the pinch of that war, we know what we went through.
Mm-hmm.
So creating an alarming situation and causing noise every day, that alone going to create the panic in the Liberian society. So the way government is handling is the best way they are doing it.
Okay.
Okay, so nobody should make it look like government is conceding something. Government is not conceding anything. But handling it in a way that it cannot escalate, and that situation will be ironed out, and Guinea will leave our land. Now to the issue of Yeke Kolba,
mm-hmm.
no serious-minded representatives or lawmaker with the way in which Kolba is behaving. That area is an honorable area, honorable seat. But you cannot be given an honorable seat, then you behave horrible in a country. So for me, I term Yeke Kolba a horrible man than a honorable representative. The act of treason, then you go to court. If he is guilty, then he be penalized, not because he's a lawmaker, but because he commit treason against the state. You cannot have another country attacking your land, occupying your land, instead of you set your makers to find a remedy. Then you come out to declaring the land territory to your enemies. That's not right. So for me, I supported Jacob Kolba yesterday, but the way he's proceeding now, I think Jacob Kolba wants to plunge this country into chaos, and this is how he survived to remain in power. So we're not going to tolerate that anymore. We stand where our lawmakers are voting against him, and he's impeached or expelled from that from that position. We will support it. We'll encourage the people of District 10. They deserve better than Yeke Koroba. Yeke Koroba have mansions in Dubai. He got mansions in Ghana. He is doing anything better in District 10. So the advocacy is supposed to be the development of District 10 and not be creating confusion among leaders. The reason why you see today George here and Joseph Walker, they cannot sit and speak, is Yeke Koroba games that he keep playing around here. So we need to take people of the kind out of our society and make sure that we get people to that place that will reunite this country and develop this land. We cannot afford our development progress now to go back to fighting Guinea that will come back and destroy our bridges, destroy our road. We don't even have the necessary armed forces here to confront Guinea. So there is no need for us to go fight anybody for land. We negotiate and government will ensure that the people leave that land peacefully. But Yeke will have to leave this.
Thank you very much. The general, before we take other calls, I mean, there was a question asked as to, informing the public about happenings in the country by the government. That first caller, I would just like to throw a little light a little bit, then we can continue with the calls. Can I go ahead?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Now, my brother, in democratic country like Liberia, the question is how the government should reveal about security issue and dodge wall between the public right to know and state duty to protect. Under the Liberian law and international democratic standard, there is no obligation to tell citizens everything. But there is a high standard for transparency, and here is how that balance is usually structured. The right to information. In Article 15, the Constitution of Liberia actually one of the strongest in the world on the point. Article 15 states, there shall be no limitation on the public right to be informed about the government and its functionary, which is true. Now, this is backed by the 2010 Freedom of Information Act, which makes Liberia a leader in West African transparency. Under this law, the government has an affirmative duty to publish information that affects the public. But guess what? The national security is a complete exception in this law. Even with the Freedom of Information Act, while the law says the public has the right to be informed, the FOR Act and the international standard like the Transwind principle allow the government to keep certain things secret. Certain things secret only if revealing them will cause real and unidentifiable harm. This includes ongoing operation, revealing exact location of troops during a conflict or raid is not good. Intelligence source, names of information or informant or specific methods and use to track criminals. They can share it with you. Weaponry details, the technical speeds of defense system that an enemy could use to bypass them, they can tell you. So if Liberia is presently going through some diplomatic issue and they have kept some things secret, that they want to deal with it diplomatically, when it comes to that national security, I do believe they have to go through it because not everything, when it comes to national security, citizens will know. There are things they keep a secret. There are things that they do keep secret. But let's see. Good morning.
Hello?
Name, where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Moses Henry.
Moses, welcome. Let's hear you. Where you calling from?
I calling from District 10.
Good. Let's hear you. Do you want Yeke to come back?
1000% no.
1000% no. Why?
Yeke. If I heard Yeke voice anywhere or those that defending him, I consider them to be enemy of the state.
For
the fact that Yeke Koruba from the time I voted for Yeke Koruba for him to protect the sovereignty of Liberia and also to speak on behalf of Liberia. Yeke Koruba is now moving in that direction.
Okay.
Every day our district has been underdeveloped because of.
Okay, he left the line. Let's take this person. Good morning.
A pleasant good morning to you, Reverend Krumah. Good morning to the listening audience.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you. I guess the radio now is turning as far as Monrovia. So, for the better of the public, my name is retired Captain Emmanuel S. Joe, otherwise known as Betty Patu. You don't force by compared to do only the right thing. And we're phone this morning from Jerry Grand County. Thank you for having me, Mr. Krumah.
Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. For me, in my mind, what we have been observing over the time period critically, if there is not.
Go ahead, I'm listening. We are listening. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we're getting you now.
Go ahead.
Okay, we said if care is not taken from what we observe or we are observing critically, the three branches of government is going to be divided and break down to two branches of government.
Mm.
Why do we say so? Always when things of unusual taking place in the house of legislators, you will always hear mention about the executive.
Mm-hmm.
The removal of former Speaker J. Fonanti Kova, allegedly, the removal has been dished out. More besides, you are saying you're referring this Yeke Koruba to court. How do you expect the court to honor your invitation, your recommendations? When you stood there, you sat there and you only denied the quest of the court you depend on to prosecute Yeke, quote unquote, if there is allegation leveled against him that you think in your mind for which you forward him to court. The court did not say, leave Yeke alone, let him remain and do whatever he was doing.
Thank you. Thank you. We have to let you go. You can't take all the time. So many people on the line. Good morning. Good morning. This person, good morning.
Good morning.
Please be audible. I mean, just put strength
good
in your
morning. How
voice,
you doing?
amplified.
Yeah, how you doing? Good morning.
I'm okay. Your name, where you calling from?
Okay, I'm Abraham Harris calling from District 10, Mosovalo County, Gaetan Community.
Want Yeke to come back?
Yes, I want Yeke to come back because, Seku, in the country here, we just do things because we have power. You know, the way the people will move Yeke, they only want to make the Labrador to go and Yeke. Because if you say Yeke statement, setting the state in, if you read the press secretary statement, Kula for Finance, he said, the land Labrador claim. If I say, the studio Labrador and the studio Seku claim, I'm not sure if Seku have the studio, so they should call the press secretary for investigation for her making that statement on a press briefing.
Okay.
So I want for Yeke to come back.
All right. Thank you. This morning. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Papa. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. Your name, where you calling from?
Yeah, this is my Beatrice. We're calling from the PHP community.
Welcome, Mama. Let's hear you this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much for the show. You know, I always like to participate on the hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Motivated me from the beginning, they came to a state. But now, they told us, even I went for workshop once upon a time last year. I went for workshop. But then they told us that they were not into politics. But this time around, and you know when you are saying things, you should be real. Let every one of us say, because I like to listen to hear radio stations, because they bring that or give us that or encouragement. But the general, let me say this, general is not encouraging us, especially for the people, the women of PHP. He is not encouraging us. If you do things, you say something, say it in a way that people will like you. When I make my call this last week, I called on the show when he was doing his open opinion pool. And I called. I really admire him because I even asked whether he wanted to contest a certain position. So I told him I was going to campaign to the audience for him because I like him. But this time around, he is not real. He's saying things. And you are not always discourage people, then you want us to like you. For me, you open the opinion pool, we decided to call. And when we call, you say, suppose I got somebody, they want to make a call, and they don't have phone, and I make my call, and the person want to use my phone to call. I'm not the one that's talking, but it's the next person because why? They don't have phone. Now, not everybody up to stand up for phone.
One minute,
ma.
Hello.
Yeah, I admire.
I come in now, 1 minute.
Thank you.
I come in, ma'am.
Yes.
1 minute.
Yes.
When people doing opinion pool, right?
Yes.
You don't use one phone for two persons.
Okay.
The reason is simple. When you go to the election, the ballot box, you can use that card to vote for one card to vote 2 times. So when you give people opportunity to use one phone, you will have more than 10 persons sitting down and using that particular phone. So I'm very sure General wanted it to be too transparent. And that's why they want.
Okay. To call over and over. But people so when you open the line, people start to participate. Don't judge somebody. I really love him for a passion, but you shouldn't discourage him because I know he
continue loving the general, yeah. And not because something happened one time, you're not loving the general. Are open and continue loving.
He can do the right thing.
Okay.
He can do the right thing.
Okay.
He can do the right thing.
General will address that. Don't worry. When general come on, you will address it. Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, let me address Yeke Koruba.
Go ahead.
Let me address Yeke Koruba. Yes, thank you for Yeke Koruba. You know, anybody, myself, yeah, can make that statement. The president is the one that represents everybody. And you come up to address your citizen that and God is not creating new land. I stuff can make our people and I say I make my call and say, yes, the president told that God is not making new land. So did it come to land? So it is far from Koruba to say that not because of that statement. It's because they in the hotel. They can try to expose them. Even my brother, I have my brother, which is Anthony Williams, that in the hotel. And this is Theatrice Williams. He is my brother. All of them is that. And you understand? All of them is that. So they know their reason of expelling Yeke, not because of that statement. You know what a lot of statements Yeke been making yet. But not that statement that will make them to say they impeach it. They were still looking for something to exercise on the also to add a point. Thank you. Next time we'll call.
Thank you. And keep listening to Care, keep listening to Top, keep listening to the General. Now keep your calls coming to 0881 1435 04, 0776105 105. Those of you who are listening, 0881 1435 04, 0776105 105. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, hello.
Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, District 10.
Your name?
I'm Henry.
Hey man, Henry, then I'll be asking you again one. Your last name, second name, and call your phone name.
I'm Moses Henry. You called me up before.
Oh, okay. Moses Henry, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay, yes. what I was trying to say is this, and I still saying it. I said I do not like Yeka Kolba because he is unpatriotic and also disloyalty and also I don't know many.
Well, we listened to you before.
We
listened to you before.
Oh, you tell the same thing, Chief. We listen to you. You say all those things.
So in this, let me
Now yourself go over. So let me see the time. Yeah, let's take few calls and then get back to the general. Good morning.
Yeah.
Your name, where you calling from?
My name is Anzu. I'm calling from district number 2.
Ansu who?
Anzu Kamara.
Ansu Kamara, just put the phone close to your mouth so that you can amplify your voice, yeah?
Yeah.
Go ahead now, let's hear you.
Yes, I want to say about the whole issue that's going on about Yaka Kolba business.
Ansu, you too low.
I'm saying the whole issue that's going on about Yaka Kolba business. So that would make all type of statement, right? But what are the main issue that people pressing on Yaka on the statement that he makes? Because he has said it far already. And what happened, we don't want it to repeat itself again.
Okay.
Because now what the statement Yaka was making, if they can Yaka to put case beyond Yaka.
And so I'm still struggling to get you. In as much as you were clear, probably I'm still struggling to get you. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, the general.
Okay.
This is Stupid Rabbi. I call you from my news radio bell.
Welcome, Tote. Let's hear you.
Yes. You know what we are for me. My suggestion is, I prefer for you got to go back to the house there. What that we form to the scene or the scene. Yeah, it's not in the church that when the pastor says, everybody say amen. Always you to our opponent. But you know, let me tell you, the general particular that is in power now, don't like to oppose them. They encourage Yeke to come out 2023. They voted for him. So they shouldn't discourage us. For me, I will not even supporting Yeke, but I supporting Yeke to the full number nonsense, 100%. I will for him when he contesting for.
My man, we ain't get no number call number nonsense, my man.
Sorry. Thank you. Yeah.
Good morning. Name, where you calling from?
Yeah, Mr. Okroma.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is Richard Cabindo again. I just called back to say
Use
thank
your
you.
1 minute quickly. You can stay long on the line.
Yeah. Hold on now. Hold on. Please hold on. I only call back purposely to say these are the injustices things that we talk about. You allow people to spend people on the line. You did not erect checkpoint. I'm making my points. You erect checkpoint because
I have not allowed anybody going above 2 minutes. I allow you went 3 minutes. Don't do that to me, man.
No, I went
I'm
2
looking
minutes,
at
9
the screen
seconds.
right here. You went 3 minutes.
I went 2 minutes, 9 seconds. I'm just checking my time. I know, but
I'm not allowed people going above 2 minutes. I'll look at you and you went that time. Go ahead.
More than that. People are sorry, more than that. No, it's okay.
Okay, just give you 30 seconds.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Name, where you call from?
My name is Anthony Moluba calling from District 17.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Okay. By the way, though, you see what happened? Yeke Kolba for the issue of Yeke Kolba is not presenting himself as a lawmaker.
Okay.
So that's what made him, as a lawmaker, you must know your responsibility. Millions of people or thousands of people took you, voted you. To vote you, not abuse. But since from the time Yeke Kolba had become a lawmaker in our house, you not got no good character there.
Okay.
Because all over. So the regularness have making him a friend to expect him. So for me, I took that the more expect Yeke Kolba, let Yeke Kolba know his function as a lawmaker.
You support his expulsion. Thank you. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Name, where you calling from?
From Keba. Keba.
Dama, ice cube again, where you need?
No, he asking me, say where I calling from.
I say your name and where you call from, Chief.
Oh, okay. I'm Eric. Eric Johnson, I call from.
All right, let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, my brother. You know, I listen to your station here. You know, when United Party people, when they call, the first thing they can tell you, the men are called, the first thing they tell you, I know how people, they not learn. The problem when they feel they know everything. So, they don't want to get a solution for the country. So, everything that you get doing, and they seeing people breastfeed Yeke. Yesterday, they were calling Yeke hero. They get one clip on the social media when Mo Ali was addressing Yeke for Yeke to come on stage to speak. Joseph Boakai, everybody was sitting behind Yeke. When Yeke was using a lot of war stuff. You know what I mean? So,
hit the nail on the head, you got few seconds.
You understand? Get the same people breastfeed Yeke. But they say Yeke, he not qualify, he not, the people left at district, they going to get district to the fair rally was doing it to just real.
Thank you so much, my brother. Let's take this pricing. Good morning. Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Your name, where you call from?
Okay, I'm Mimi Andrew calling from Stanley Road, Nigeria County.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the show. Number one, I will do it. First of all, then I'll come back to the general.
Okay.
You know, the problem in Liberia. What is that mean? They are not good for you.
Okay.
That's the problem in Liberia. Yeah, because they know Yeke, he was a man that can insult and Yeke can talk any kind of a way that he feel like. And he was supporting Yeke from the beginning up to this time. Why they going against him now? They call like you shopping yesterday that ain't shopping you, then you going against him? So let us stop the thing because we want peaceful Liberia.
Okay.
Yeah, secondly to the general. You open our video yesterday. I voted yesterday. For my vote, you went against my vote.
Oh.
Why? Why was you open your video poll?
Maybe the election commission was not saying that. But you address that,
yeah? No, but listen, simple. Listen, that be realistic. If you open an opinion pool, you don't choose who for me to vote for.
Thank you, Chief. Thank you so much. Let's take another person quickly. We can take 3 more persons. General?
Yes,
all right, good.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Good morning. Okay, let's take this person. Good morning.
Hello. Yeah, good morning.
Your name?
I'm Tamabana calling from West Point.
Tamba who?
Tamabana calling from West Point.
Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, the movie Yeke Koluba is wrong.
Okay.
Yeke Koluba is not one person that says that thing, statement that of 3 representatives are in who are there that saying that thing. But because about one statement, a moving Yeke Koluba is wrong. Yeke Koluba has called with more than 7 divisions. Nobody has ever said it's a they made a statement that is moving Yeke Koluba.
Thank you. The way they move Yeke Koluba was wrong. Thank you. This person. Hello?
Yeah, morning. How are you, sir?
Fine. Second to the last caller. Let's hear you.
Okay, my name is Yo Estabe. I do join from Oro.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to move Yeke Koluba because if you don't want to be exposed in our house, like we say why they travel all the way to Yeke. Yeke is not the only person that made a statement. There are a lot of people that made a statement. So if they want, if they take the decision, then the decision will go all over to everybody. We Yeke Koluba because they don't want to be exposed. They want to out the speaker all of them. They don't want to be exposed.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All
this
right.
person is our last lucky caller. Good morning.
Morning.
Your name?
Alfred Johnson.
You call from where?
I call from Lockington.
Alfred, let's hear you.
My brother.
You
never get nothing to tell. Today, the information minister, he said that Yeke a man are born. When they go to election, you prefer voting for Yeke. Because Yeke is Yeke love the country, Yeke la straight today. You see people saying persecute him, kill him. Now I have that information minister, what I go against the man for Yeke, you want chappy will call it. Everything people are doing the feel just really were doing it too. But today, they're all going to facing today. Yeah, what else spoon there? What else? You know, everything that happen, it will happen. Triple time against it. They will not be there. Not medicine like God.
Thank you.
God doing it. Thank you.
God beating them so. Thank you very much. On this note, Bedekatu or Emmanuel, though, please, I didn't go against you personally, and I want you to understand that when you call, do everything you can do to fit within 1 minute 30 seconds. Highest 2 minutes. For me, if I'm on the radio, yeah, we now accept you as a guest. You are a caller, and you fit within those times. So, General, is back to you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. And we listened to all the callers. You spoke well. My only disappointment, I expected more calls from District 10 to hear from District 10. But all the people that are calling, they're coming from different districts. But I don't know if you can vote in District 10. And Emmanuel, though, you usually call on this show, and I appreciate you. But I think when it comes to airtime, 2 minutes is a very long time for everyone to make their point. I'm not the one who controlling the call. And also to my sister there at PHP, I don't control the calls. But this is the thing. When you're doing an opinion pool on telephone for them to call, you call based on the telephone number. I'm not the one who controls the call. And the person in studio is the one who controls the call. So what one telephone for our voters, even if you go online to cast your vote, they will ask you for an email address. If you put that email address, there will be no other calls will come on that email address. That's it, simple. So we try to do it in a way that one call, one telephone, one vote. So we cannot allow another person to use that phone. So it's not us, it's in the studio. They control it. Even the guy from Grand G, I never stop your vote. Still, I don't control the calls. The calls is done in the studio. They are the ones seeing the number. That is why they stop you. They believe that you call either 2 times, but I'm not there to criticize no one vote. If I want to be biased, I was never going to give the results. So I am sorry if you think I am the one. And again, later in PHP, we said the Kia Radio is not owned by no political party. But remember, the Kia Radio have a show, and this show is sponsored by other people. It's a paid program. It's not the Kia Radio. This show, The Independent Minds, is not owned by Kia Radio. This is a paid program. Yes, I'm on it. I love politics. I'm a politician. I'm an advocate. I'm a community organizer, but I love politics. This show is paid for. It's not free. So Kia Radio has nothing to do with it. And I will continue to remain who I am. And I will continue to remain to speak the truth. I'm not only here to talk about Alex Cummings. I'm here to speak for Liberian people too. And that is why I give everybody opportunity to call. A lot of people say it's not fair how Yeke will remove. Other people saying that other people made a statement. But the statement was not made the same way. So statement is a statement. But and like what Sheku said, when it comes to information, look, it's funny, which is truth. There was a document signed in 2010, the act of the key provision of the FOI, Freedom of Information. There's certain things government will not tell you. If they think it's security matters, if they think it will cause problem, they will not tell you. The government is very secretive. So that one thing we should remember, sometimes we hold the government feet to the fire. Oh, they're not telling us the truth. Just that they need to be honest. They need to come out and tell us to slow down. Then they will handle it the best way possible. My point is that as United Nations, is the African Union, the ECOWAS, and the Monetary Union. So all these places, that's where we can go and sit and discuss. But I believe Guinea will not fight us, and we will not fight Guinea. We went through war, so we are traumatized. We know when it comes to war. I know some people think that there will be war, but there will not be no war. But when Yeke come back, it's not an easy thing. what they are trying to do, if they do it, if they put treason on Yeke, and Yeke go to court, it will be a long process. And there's time frame that they need to have a by-election. Like what Kroma said, I would suggest, hey, do not participate in any by-election. Go and recalibrate yourself. Sit down. And I have the same problem with a lot of people. It's not Yeke alone. Lawmakers, past of government, the late George Solo and Solomon George will curse. And I even saw another one where someone insulted Fala. I don't like Fala, but he used the war on Fala, insulted Fala mother. And that was all on social media. You know what I'm saying? This thing they call the code of conduct can hold you, especially government official. Whether you're in your bedroom, they can still hold you. But again, when they want to apply the law, they can apply the law on whoever. You can go and pass through the border with $10,000 worth of drugs. The next man can go there and they can catch him and they can prosecute him. But yesterday, they refused to prosecute other people. So don't think that way. So there's a law. They got their own rules. But the Supreme Court is the one that interprets the Constitution. No matter whether there's a law, there's a rules in the House, it should be in connection with the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. The Constitution is the highest. But sometimes we say things because you, the citizens, don't even know. You need to read your Constitution. You need to have that Constitution in your hands so you can apply it tomorrow. You will need it. So my people, everyone of you who call, you're saying the right thing. Everybody will not be happy. Some people are happy. Some people are not happy. Some people believe that Yeke should go. Other people believe that no, we cannot take Yeke. Other people say no, Yeke should stay. Oh, Yeke is the same guy yesterday people were calling hero. Today, it turned against you. The sedition are saying that George Weah Town was better because nobody was prosecuted. But remember, we also remove a sitting judge or chief justice. One of the justices will remove them. When we ask, they say it's strictly political. So these two parties continue to do things to Liberian people. That is why I'm saying that we must do something. We must do something to change it. And who can do that? You, the citizen. I know, look, the same way you love your party. Remember, UP love their party. ANC members love their party. CMC members love their party. But do not love the party more than your country. We all will leave this country. Who are we leaving with? We all will die one day. Our children. How do we manage? What legacy we want to leave behind? They got people that will tell you, oh, I will vote for George Weah through all my life because he running through my vein. How can George Weah run through your vein? You're eating penna in George Weah's house. You're eating penna in Mr. Bwaka's house. They are just leaders. We just make them messenger because we cannot allow 2-3 persons to speak. We want them to bring something that will benefit us. We want them to create jobs. We want them to create the opportunity that our children will go to school. We want to create opportunity that we can feed ourselves. But we sit there, we believe that the person eat dry rice, I'm happy. I'm not supporting Mr. Cummings because I want benefit. I'm supporting Mr. Cummings because of what he said, for what he been saying. For what he been saying, his platform, jobs. That is what we want to keep our people busy. Education, agriculture, healthcare, government of inclusion. I'm speaking because of the past. I don't know about any new candidates, but I'm looking at the old candidates. Every time since 2017, we have a pool in Liberia on the Spoon FM, OK FM. Every time they talk about who the best person. If it's not Joseph Walker, it's George Weah. If not George Weah, it's Joseph Walker. But Ellis Cummings is always there. Mr. Cummings don't come on radio and start throwing talk. Every time Ellis Cummings come on radio, he gave suggestions and he tell us how we can do it as a nation. We listen to President Weah. He never told us how Liberia will move forward. We listen to President Walker. He never tells us how Liberia will move forward. You know what I'm saying? So, and we also want to bring President Weah back to power. The people from CDC, they first, they want to come back to power. Maybe they want to come back to revenge. Just how UP came back to power, they start firing all the seditions that George Weah brought in. When CDC come to power, they're going to fire everybody. Why are we continuing? Why are we doing this to ourselves? The other countries, there are other countries that got two parties. They are multi-party, but only two parties been in and out. But these two parties don't fight each other. When the party came back to power in Ghana, they were not removing the other party members from office. Not political appointee. Political appointee, you can remove them. But we're talking about civil servants. You don't just fire civil servant. But we're removing people based on a thing that they are not qualified. You know what I'm saying? So we just go after each other. We are divided. We are divided so much until we vote against good things because we are angry. Because we are angry. Oh, nobody knows Tiawan Gonglo, but you never tried Tiawan Gonglo. Nobody knows Musa Bilete, but you say you can't try him. Nobody knows Ellis Cummings, you can't try him. You can't, oh no, Ellis Cummings have no governmental experience. But the people you put that against governmental experience, this is what we got today. This is what we got, oppositions. If we don't put our act together, Mr. Bwaka is going to contest again. And they are doing everything. Especially every time we have the ruling party in power, they have the resources. They use your money. We saw it during George Weah time. We saw it every time. And this government going to do it. They will use the money. They will use government resources to campaign against you. You don't have the money to campaign against them. Even Musa Belete, who is wasting his money, he don't have that money to spend compared to the government, the Unity Party. So we're sitting here, we're angry. I had an opinion poll, 50+ score for George Weah to come back. 50+, because they're mad with UP. They're mad with UP. These two parties believe when they go into the second round, you don't have a choice. You will choose one. If CDC and UP enter the second round, do you think that UP will sit and allow CDC to go? Do you think so? Do you think Thomas Fowler, Sir Joseph, will support CDC in the second round? Will George Weah be able to negotiate with other oppositions to win the second round? Eh? They say when snake bites you, when you see worm, you will know. Some people just want to win. When they win, then they treat you the way they want to treat you. All the promises that were made with the two parties, they broke it. CDC came to power. There were people who killed themselves for CDC, never benefited. UP came to power. There are people who did things for UP, they were pushed aside. So all these things we're doing, we think we're doing it to ourselves, but we do it to our country, Liberia. We look at good candidates, we push them under the water. Nobody know you. Oh, who is Alex Cummings? Who is Alex Cummings? In real life, to stand on the international stage. Can you compare George Weah with Ellis Cummings? Or because of politics? Popularity is not leadership. Popularity. Forget about the educational background. Forget about that. You got one person who play football, he's popular. You got one man academic on his job, he's popular, he stay active. But he said, no, I would take George Weah any day or Ellis Cummings. That's good. That's a good thing. There's nothing wrong. But when you lose election, it's not a failure. If Mr. Cummings was still young, he can try 24 times. That is right. If you want to try it. I hear some people, he would never ever be president. Never been president. It still got nothing to do with his life, his future. He's already reached his future. We are the ones struggling. You, the citizens, we are the ones continue to bring bad things. We are the ones that continue to elect these people. Some people say they will not go, they will not vote. Some people say they will vote. This man at this man at that. But anyway, Liberians, it's up to us. We must learn to do the right thing if we want it to be done. The poll will continue tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day. George Weah versus Alex Cummings in a second round. Who will you vote for? George Weah and Alex Cummings. And then we'll also have George Weah and Joseph Boakai. We'll also have Mr. Alex Cummings and Mr. Joseph Boakai. We will try it again and see. I know my reason why I'm doing this. When you go to UP, they rather take Alex Cummings against George Weah. When you go to George Weah, they rather take, when you go to, when you come to seditions, they rather take Alex Cummings than Joseph Boakai. When you come to ask UP, they rather take Alex Cummings than George Weah. So you see, so that's what make Alex Cummings is like a twin mother, and every one of them believe they trust Alex Cummings than any other person. You ask UP would rather take Alex Cummings. You ask CDC would rather take Alex Cummings over UP because they trust him. They trust him. I never hear a UP man saying that, let's try tier 1, or ANC, CDC man saying, let's try Billington. No. I always hear them say, we will try Alex Cummings because I'd rather take Alex Cummings than to take Joseph Boakai. I'd rather take Alex Cummings than to take George Weah. The two people that want to say. So the message is there. Nobody have criticized Alex Cummings that he's not qualified. Nobody have criticized Alex Cummings that when he come to power, he will steal the money. Nobody. But they always bring the pot. Let Alex Cummings just wait when George Weah finish with his second term, we will bring him back to power. Oh, let Mr. Cummings go and join Mr. Boakai. You understand? Misinformation is our problem. For the first time yesterday, I spoke with being closer. I spoke with someone who supported UP. Yesterday, we met at the funeral. And this man believed that Mr. Cummings blundered in a sense because when the Papa went to Mr. Cummings and begged Mr. Cummings to go as VP. And after I explained to him, he couldn't believe it because that the information they gave us, oh, Mr. Cummings, he's supposed to be sitting at Jeremiah Kuhn because he refused to go with Mr. Boakai. Did Mr. Boakai ask Mr. Cummings? No. No. And I still challenging anyone. They never. I know President Boakai will not lie on that. And I know Ellis Cummings will not lie. And I know the Liberian people will not. Only you are the one that believe in it. Mr. Cummings will never ask. But it destroyed the CPP. And CDC wanted the CPP to be destroyed. Now today, we must collaborate. But CDC now is saying, the party big. They got the numbers, that's true. I would love to get CDC support. I would love it. I wish CDC would say, okay, we will rally around Mr. Cummings and we'll provide a vice president. Mr. Weah don't need to run. Mr. Weah don't need to run. Or you can rally around and CDC and Mr. Cummings. Mr. We don't have to run. Mr. We have already set a record that no president in Africa easily can set. To look at your victory and let it go, to look at to be lead, for them to lead a sitting government less than 1% and give all the results and give in. So President, we have set that record. He need to keep it, not to sport it, because I doubt it whether coming back, whether he can make it to the finish line. Now, Unity Party, you're going against. So, President Weah, you need to bring out the best person. You need to support someone. If you do want to do it, CDC, you can come out with a new candidate. For bringing President Weah, and you think he will win, you're making a big mistake. Making a big mistake. And you will come back and tell us, even if I vote for President Weah, you're still making a big mistake. Because it still will not help him to the finish line. Now, UP you're going against. If you want to remain and keep your legacy, you will not contest 2029. I'll be honest with you. CDC, our best bet to have a good time in Liberia is to rally around Alexander Cummings. Y'all have a beautiful Sunday. Be safe out there and let us enjoy ourselves and make life easy. Don't be angry with anyone. Just take your time. You don't have to prove any point. Just be very, very careful. For those of you in Grand Jide and around Liberia and also on Facebook, I love you all. And if I said anything wrong, I'm sorry. But it is the truth I'm speaking. You have a blessed and wonderful day. And Sheku Kamara, have a good day, boss.
From the soil of Liberia, a dream was born. Through struggle and hard work, a leader was formed. A son of the land, with a vision so clear, to build a new future for all people here. We stand side by side. Alex Cummings, hope for Liberia. A voice for the people, a leader sincere. Together we rise, together we stand. Building tomorrow across our land. For the farmer, the teacher, the youth with a dream. For mothers and fathers, striving to be seen. Jobs, education, and opportunity. A nation united in dignity. From Lofa to Maryland, the people are rising with the hope that is true. Alex Cummings, A stronger Liberia is what lies ahead.